Okay, compatibilism. Pretty simple. It's compatibilism reminds me of our upcoming presidential elections. It's all about moderation. It's all about the balance between the two. And so what we have now is determinism, which for the most part, science every day is proving that determinism is our true reality. But what about free will? Because fatalism and free will, they don't mix. They're like oil and water. There's no way you can combine those two. But you can combine free will with determinism insofar as you're willing to admit that it's about 85% determinism and 15% free will. And what do I mean by that? Well, compatibilism is what it is. It's compatible. It makes free will and determinism compatible. All right? It makes them work together. Here's how free will can exist in a deterministic way. Let's go back to my subway example. My genes, my natural element of control can say, I'm hungry, I need to eat. But I can have the free will choice of where I want to eat. Alright? So you can see that driving force inside of us of needing to eat, the natural system element of control, that's the overwhelming 85%, while making the small choice of where you're going to eat is the small 15%. Let's go with the physical element. That of flying. Well, we obviously can't fly. We can't jump off our balcony right now and fly to wherever we want to go to. But through our own free will, we can say, well, you know what? I may not be able to fly to the Grand Canyon by myself. But I can definitely make the free will choice of going to orbitz.com and signing up for a plane ticket so I can fly via an artificial craft to Phoenix or to the Grand Canyon, right? I can do that. So once again, I'm severely limited in my ability to fly to the Grand Canyon, that 85% with the physics. But the 15% says, well, I can get around this, that 15%, and just buy a plane ticket and fly there. Alright? So that's how free will exists there. How does it exist in social laws? Well, the 85% of it says, that, you don't kill, you don't steal, you don't go speed, you don't do drugs, etc., right? Social laws say no, 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 no. But how many of you have exercised that 15% of free will where it says 45 miles an hour and you go, oh, what's the harm in doing 50? Alright? You can do 50. Alright? But every time you do 50, if you are caught by an agent, i.e. from the Matrix, if you're caught by an agent that works for the system of control, in this case, it's human laws, it's social determinism. If you're caught by an agent, then you're going to get a ticket. All right? So you made the small free will decision, but you have got to understand that there's an overwhelming 85% amount of agents that are going to take it over. And if you get caught, then you're done. All right? Then you're done. And so hopefully now you should be able to see, especially when you watch Matrix Reloaded, how this determinism, fatalism, free will, and eventually compatibilism all play a big role, especially in this upcoming movie. All right, so you'll get your Matrix Reloaded questions about towards the end of the week, more likely the middle of the week. And you'll also get your next lecture, obviously your next lecture quiz momentarily. But nonetheless, that is the philosophical concepts of free will, fatalism, determinism, and compatibilism. Know each one, know the pros and cons of each, what makes each problematic, and once you've gotten that, then you should be able to do better on your homeworks and on your exams. And finally, before I sign off, let me just go ahead and repeat the fact that, folks, you have got to read that document that says how to build a philosophical argument. And also, if you've got any questions about, what I'm specifically looking for when it comes to how I expect your answers to look on these exams, I posted those as well. All right. As you can tell, philosophy answers are all about details, and they're all about the argument you make. You can't make an argument, you can't have details if all you got is 2 sentences. All right. So look it over. Know that we still got a lot of work to do, so even if you bombed it, there's still plans, or there's still hope for the future based on how much free will you want to exercise. But nonetheless, that's the end of this week's lecture, and look forward to reading your questions.